Hello everyone, I'm Cheslick44, and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Tyrants of the Moonsea. Last episode we've been doing some arena battles here because we're kind of stuck in here. And we've been told the entire plan is to become so good in the arena that we get a personal audience with Malthier, at which point we are to kill him. That said, we're going to be seeing a magical golem here fighting Blizzard. But I think we do know how to deal with them. There is little time to waste. You do not want to be late for the execution. I'm ready. That's what I like to hear.
What manner of creature are you?
A magical golem.
Blizzard has fallen! But what is this? The vile Harper spy wishes to challenge her vanquisher!
Finish it off!
Come on, I bet good gold on you!
So be it! Let the battle begin!
I don't know if the +3 will actually work on it. We can find out. But if it doesn't... Magic Golem. Immune to magic. You know what? Potion of Speed. Weapon ineffective. Yep, that is what I need to do. Switch out for that longsword. Yep, that's what I needed to do. I'm glad I thought of that. I would have been screwed otherwise. Blizzard lies stricken on the blood-soaked earth, her robes in tatters. Despite the burns covering her body, she still appears to be breathing. Once again, the foul spy Luca has emerged victorious from a desperate struggle. Alas, Blizzard was not so fortunate. Look upon her, ladies and gentlemen. Her flesh seared, the clothes ripped from her back. A sad end to an illustrious career. The crowd gasps as the announcer continues. All that remains is for Luca to deliver the coup de grace. Out with the old, in with the new. Well, Luca, deal the fatal blow. I will not commit this evil deed. The crowd gasps as one as you see a lot of angry faces staring down at you. The announcer shakes his head in disgust. It would seem Luca is a coward in addition to her other failings. So be it, they shall be taken back to their cell. Alright. Put in that longsword. I'll hold on to this one. I feel like I may need it later. Blizzard, are you okay? Ugh. Okay. The Innovator of Pain is here, and no one else.
I can't carry this much. Lose some of it.
While you can't see the expression behind the mask, you can hear the fury in the Arena Master's voice. His anger is ferocious.
Fool! My fight announcer gave you the opportunity to impress the crowd with an act that would have instantly made you their favorite. And you spurned it. Still, your actions have sent a wave of gossip rippling through the city. Lord Malthier himself has sent me news that he is to attend your next fight.
Oh.
I am pleased to say it is one you will not survive. Not against my ex-champion.
Where are Elf and Father Garth?
Those two are of no concern to you. They are weak, pathetic fools, and thus not fit to share a cell with one seeking to gain favor with Lord Malthier. You need no distractions while you prepare for your next fight.
Who is this ex-champion?
The Red Minotaur, the only gladiator ever to be granted his freedom by Lord Malthier. The memory of his opponents spraying red gore, their innards hanging from the beast's horns, is one that I shall forever treasure.
I fear nothing.
I once pitted the Red Minotaur against 3 fire giants. I was sure he could not defeat the trio, not all at once. They were larger and perhaps slightly stronger, and there were 3 of them and only 1 of him. He stacked their remains in a neat pile and then climbed it so that his eyes were level with those of Lord Malthier. This act won him his freedom. Malthier admires ruthlessness and courage above all else. Though I would love to throw your aching body against the beast and see how you fare, Lord Malthier must be given the best show possible. Rest and recover your strength, then come speak with me.
Well, I've already rested. I do wonder if the other 2 are down south here. Let me go and get what I need out of this. Drizzle the Alchemist.
What do you want?
The rumors say you defeated the magic golem with no help from Blizzard. I begin to wonder whether your presence here represents a terrible error of judgment. You are no gladiator. What do you mean? Do not misunderstand me, Luca. I did not mean that as an insult. You arrived here with no small reputation, and it's becoming obvious that you are simply too big for this prison. One should not attempt to cage a dragon. No, I actually killed one. The Red Minotaur was granted his freedom after brushing aside all before him. If you can defeat that monster, then I see no more purpose in you being held here. When a beast grows too big for its cage, it must be freed or killed. Then I hope they free me instead. Well, perhaps they will. But one does not rule for long in the Moonsea by allowing potential threats to survive. The keys placed on you by Wak Rathar means you are unable to do harm to the Innovator of Pain. Your hands are metaphorically tied. Then tell me how I can remove this spell. The one who casts the keys must remove it, or else they must be killed. Wak Rathar spends most of his time in the Dreadspire. Even if you were not stuck here, that place is near impregnable. Gotcha. I'd like some potions. I'll take another speed. And invisibility doesn't help. Well, I mean, I'll take a clarity. I feel like speed might actually be useful here. Clarity, I think I can put back in here. I don't need it now, but it'll be nice to have for later. So I'll start the battle with another speed potion. That's my +3. I'm curious if the other 2 are down here. Maybe they're in these 2 cells. They're not outside of them. That one is locked. And that one is locked. Okay. Well, I don't know where they are, and I hope they end up doing okay. Right. Let me drop a save first. Alright then, Innovator.
The stage is set. The Red Minotaur is as vicious as I remember him. Why, I just threw half a dozen gladiators up against him. If you hurry up, you might catch him finishing off the last 2. Now go, entertain Lord Malthier.
Entertain him indeed. Oh. Father Garth is so badly wounded, it's a wonder he's still standing. His left hip has been shattered and blood soaks the ground where he stands. His right arm is hanging on by a thread. The Minotaur's axe has almost taken it off. Despite his grievous injuries, Father Garth's expression is serene. Although his voice is still clear, you can see that his eyes are clouding over.
Luca, you're still alive. I had feared you dead.
The old priest gazes sadly at the fallen orc.
Elf fought valiantly. He even put a nick or two in the Minotaur's flesh. The monster shrugs off wounds like they aren't there.
Does the orc still live?
While Elf and the Red Minotaur fought, I refused to attack the beast. Still, Elf fought to protect me. Perhaps I can save his life before I die.
He looks at you with fading eyes.
I offer you a choice, Luca. With my remaining power, I can call upon my god to grant you the strength to defeat the Minotaur. If I do this, Elf will die, but you will likely be able to defeat the beast. If I heal Elf, you will be able to fight the Minotaur together. He is a skilled warrior, but he may not make as much difference as my god's power would when invested in you. But you may both yet survive.
Heal Elf. We will fight alongside each other.
With the last of my strength, I shall bring Elf back from the brink of death. The blessings of Ilmater go with you. May you one day escape this place and tell the stories of those that died here.
As the dazed orc gets to his feet, Father Garth collapses. He is dead before he hits the ground. With a roar, the Red Minotaur charges you. Right, I think I need the haste.
I will win the day!
I've already done a lot of damage to this Red Minotaur. He's already badly wounded. Oh yeah, this isn't gonna be too hard. An elf will stay alive. Well, the haste wore off, but there we go. Oh, hello, guards. The First Lord of Hillsfar looks down on you with dark, wise eyes. His neatly trimmed beard and carefully shaved head give him the appearance of a confident scholar rather than one of the most feared men in the Moonsea. His voice is calm, even cordial.
A remarkable display, Luca. My arena master assured me that you would not survive an encounter with our former champion, yet here you stand. They were not supposed to kill the Red Minotaur. Were it not for that fool priest and his magic, they would never have triumphed. I should have disposed of Father Garth years ago, the righteous old wretch.
Enough, old friend. The Red Minotaur's services were costly. His return was supposed to bring in the coin to finance the cost of the Driders and Magic Golem. Your stewardship of the arena is proving expensive.
My lord, I never suspected this one would prove so obstinate. Wak made a mistake sending them here.
Then I shall speak with Wak. For the time being, you are relieved of your duties. I will ponder your future while you enjoy a much-earned rest. The ruler of Hillsfar turns back to you. Despite the gold you have cost me, I cannot help but admire your skills. I wish to extend you an invite to my castle. There we shall discuss how you might prove useful to me. Go back to your cell, wash and get some rest. I will have the Red Plumes escort you to my castle in due course. I did get badly wounded, but I'll be okay. Blizzard has recovered somewhat from her near-death experience with the magic golem, though her hands and face bear terrible burns. Damn the innovator of pain. Father Garth is dead, and my body is ablaze with agony. You have my thanks for refusing to end my life. I could never do what they asked. Then you are better than most. In your situation, I'm not so certain I would have made the same choice. These burns will take months to heal, and I must rest. If, while speaking with Malthier, you get the opportunity to strike, take it. I would give my soul for a chance to slay my Malthier. With him dead, all of this evil would end. Oh, right. Malthier is her father, isn't he? Right.
Poor Father Garth. What justice in this world for such a courageous man to die so cruelly?
He was a brave man.
He was the bravest person I've ever met. To do what he did, to suffer for 8 whole years without once lifting a finger to harm another. His devotion to Ilmater is inspiring. This could be the last time we talk, my friend. You have a summons from Lord Malthier himself. Whatever the Tyrant is planning for you, I suspect it no longer involves the arena. Walk in the light of Sahani. Indeed. We will do something to try and help. As is, it seems we must go see him. Ah, there's the Red Plume officer.
I greet you.
Lord Malthier awaits you. Gather your things and say your goodbyes. I doubt you'll be back here again. Give me a moment. Let me drop a save. Alright then, Red Plume officer, I'm ready to go. The Red Plume reaches into a pocket and pulls out a blindfold. Hold still, I need to put this on. If you resist, these golems will knock your lights out and I'll have to bring you before his lordship unconscious. You don't want that. Why do you need to blindfold me? We're going to use a secret passage which links directly to Castle Malthier. No one but the Innovator of Pain and a select few Red Plumes know its location. We can't have you finding out where it is and go blabbering to folk. Go ahead, put the blindfold on. Let's go then. It's only a short way. Okay. I guess I just walk this way. Oh, wait.
I greet you.
Follow the corridor around and down. As you say. Castle Malthier. He is very well protected. Malthier doesn't look up as you approach. Instead, his gaze lingers on the fine golden chalice in his right hand. He gives it a swish and a few drops of blood-colored wine splash over the side onto the cold stone floor. Poisoned. It continues to surprise me, even after all these years. Had the conspirators done their research, they would have learned that such attempts on my life have failed numerous times in the past. Without another word, Malthier lifts the chalice to his lips and drains the wine completely. He looks thoughtful for a moment, and then drops the golden cup, which clatters to the floor. You notice several of the guards turn ashen-faced. Phase spider venom, I believe. Incredibly toxic, but thankfully not particularly foul-tasting. That was an expensive wine. It wouldn't do to waste it. Alas, there are 3 other reds that have since spoiled. Malthier raises his hand, and a trio of Red Plume guards immediately behead the men opposite them. The traitors' corpses strike the floor in a series of dull thuds. Oh dear. With that out of the way, let us get down to business. I know who was behind this poison attempt. Kaelor One Hand wishes to kill me. How did you know? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't feign ignorance. Kaelor One Hand has been plotting to overthrow me for many years. For all his qualities, Kaelor has never been half as subtle as he would like to believe. My agents in the Red Plumes gauged his intentions quickly. He trusts too easily, and divulged information that betrayed him several times over. Over the years, One Hand informed me of more plots against me than any of my own information gatherers and spies did. As the saying goes, one must keep his friends close, and his enemies closer. I have something special planned to reward Kaelor's treachery, but enough of him. Let us talk of the Order of the Crippled Fang. I believe you came here seeking to discover if Hillsvar was affiliated with it? That was my goal before your friend Wack intervened. Ah, Wack. He is a scoundrel, it must be said, but he has his uses. The truth is that I have nothing to do with the Order of the Crippled Fang. Oh, when the cult first appeared, I was amused. They seemed to target the Zentrum and did no harm to Hillsvar. Since then, however, matters have grown more serious. Zentelkeep is on the brink of declaring war against Hillsvar. Trade has dried to a trickle. Red Plumes, veterans, are deserting to join this order. Men and women whose services I have paid for. Tell me about the threat of war.
The High Imperceptor of Bane, Fazul Trembril, has been looking for an opportunity to spread the Zentrum's influence in the Moonsea since he rose to power. Now he has a politically acceptable reason to declare war on Hillsfar. None will intervene, not Symbia, not the Dale lands. I dealt with the fiends on the Shind Road. You ease the problem temporarily. Until the wizards summoning them are slain, the fiends will keep coming back. Why would the Red Plumes join the Order? A question for which I have no answer. Most of the deserters fled a month ago, before I was aware of the situation. A whole unit. Why would they abandon their families to join a mysterious cult I do not know? I suspect great magic is somehow involved. How do I know you're not lying to me? I have no reason to lie to you. I could simply have you killed, your body dismembered and scattered to the furthest reaches of the Moonsea. You are simply more useful to me alive. And you want me to hunt down the Order? Yes. If the Order continues to spread chaos and terror, the Moonsea will soon find itself in a state of turmoil, torn apart by the warring city-states. That is bad for business. Bad for Hillsfar. Agree to destroy the Order and I will allow you to walk free. My sources indicate the Order is based near the town of Elventree in the Great Forest of Cormanthar. And if I refuse, you will be executed. What do you expect? You are too powerful for the arena and too much of a threat to walk free. I can't have you plotting to overthrow me. I fear you could, if given sufficient time and resources. Seems I have no choice. There is little to be gained by resenting me for my role in this. We are alike, you and I. Two individuals driven by a sense of purpose beyond the understanding of the common man or woman. You came to the Moonsea in search of something. What was it? Wealth? Power? Fame? None of those. I simply wish to do good. For the first time, Malthir seems taken aback. He seems genuinely puzzled. You simply wish to do good? I do not understand. That is why we are not alike at all. Malthir is silent for a moment. There is something in his eyes, a hint of pain or regret, perhaps a flicker of the man he used to be. Then it is gone. Here is a pass permitting you access to the market and temple districts. The rest of my city is off limits to you. Oh, and before you go, there is a single task that you must complete. Guards, escort the champion back to the arena. A red plume escort pulls a blindfold from her pocket and begins tying it around your eyes. You realize her hands are trembling and her voice cracks as she says quietly, "Follow me." Why do I have a feeling he wants me to kill one hand? That's one hand. I was right.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have something special. A fight between the vile Harper Spy and the traitorous Kayla One Hand.
Kill the traitor! How could you do this?
Well, I should have seen this coming. Slowly and painfully, Kaelor One Hand makes his way towards you. Huge purple bruises cover his face, and his left arm juts out at an unnatural angle, the result of multiple fractures. Harsh words suddenly erupt from him, words that make little sense. "My sister! You killed her, you murdering scum! I should have been there to protect her!" Tears roll down Kaelor's face as he stares at you with terrible fury. Kaelor, what have they done to you? The disgraced Red Plume raises his sword. Sweat drips down his face, merging with the tears. In his eyes is the glint of madness. You realize that he has been tortured to the brink of insanity. Kaelor glances down at the stump on the end of his arm as if seeing it for the first time. "You took my hand, but I can still fight. I'll kill you! I'll send you to the Nine Hells for what you did to Jenna!" I'm sorry, Kaelor. And he's already injured. He is a good fighter, I will say that. Well armored. And he is actually getting some hits in. Well, there we go. Kaelor one hand slumps forward, his life draining from him. The noise from the baying crowd rises to a crescendo as they call for you to strike the final blow. One hand looks at you with helpless fury, but then he blinks. A strange silence settles over the arena. Men and women who were chanting for blood but a moment ago now stare at each other in confusion. Kaelor's eyes meet yours once more. Gone is the fevered rage. Now there is only serene calm. I sought to protect her, but I was too late. My twin, Jenna, died alongside my parents. They were simple farmers and helpless against the orcs that cut them down. Charlene was my chance to make amends for failing to protect my family. I saved her even as her own father was murdered. I swore to rid Hillsfar of Malthair, but I have failed. Failed Charlene. You saved her life. She loves you for it. A wistful smile forms on one hand's face. Thank you for your kindness. I would accept an eternity of torture so long as I knew Charlene was somewhere safe. One hand coughs gently, and blood trickles down his chin. I wish to apologize for using you. My hatred for Malthair blinded me to what was right and just. I am sorry. It's okay, Kaelor. I understand why you did what you did. Kaelor doesn't appear to hear you. His eyes roll back and his head sags forwards. With a final shudder, Kaelor one hand dies. As he collapses, the mysterious blanket of silence over the crowd lifts. As the noise returns and one hand's body settles to the ground, you catch a glimpse of a faint ghostly figure, that of a certain old priest of Ilmater who died here but a short time ago. Father Garth smiles at you, and then disappears. Well now. Huh. The Temple District. Standing before you is Blizzard. Her lips almost hint at a smile as you approach.
I have been waiting for you. Malthair freed me from the arena shortly after you left. Though you were unsuccessful in bringing about his death, I can hardly hold that against you. After all, I tried and failed.
Why would Malthair free you? Malthair was in the crowd when I fought the magic golem. I saw him. It is hard to mistake your own father. Malthair is your father. He never took a wife. I am a bastard. Out of how many I know not. I didn't learn of my true parentage until I was 19. By then I was already deeply involved with the resistance group. One of the other rebels discovered my father was the very man you were plotting to overthrow. The group splintered, but not before the traitor alerted the Red Plumes to our presence. The others were killed, brutally. I was kept alive. Malthair spared you because he's your father. I doubt Malthair's paternal instincts were the reason for his leniency. Rather, I suspect he was simply curious. Curious about my potential. Curious about how strong his progeny could become. I am still alive. I wonder if he takes any satisfaction in that. After my defeat by the magic golem, my father was left with a choice. Kill me and be done with it, or free me from the arena. I was a beaten champion, unpopular with the crowd. Either way, my time as a gladiator was over. It seems he granted you mercy. The frightening thing about my father is that he is not, strictly speaking, an evil man. Oh, he is ruthless, single-minded, and xenophobic, but not evil. He takes no pleasure in what he does. He simply believes it necessary to ensure the survival of Hillsfar. I must leave Hillsfar soon. My father's death is still overdue, but for now I will travel north and see what the fates have in store for me. I wish you luck. Why don't you join me? We can travel together. I am afraid I must decline for now. I have things I must do. However, if the gods are willing, perhaps we will meet again. Mistra bless you, Luca. Okay, then. And now we are in the Temple District. And I am badly wounded. I need to find a place to rest. The Dreadspire, Larius, Curios... Okay. But we are going to explore here in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. Next episode, we go through this district, go into the next district, and see if we can find our way out of this place and get to Elventree. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44. I'll say name is Belai. That is Luca Narani. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Tyrants of the Moonsea, and I shall see you all next time.